Buongiorno from Italy. So right now we're about a week into our 2-week tour, and so far we've seen Lake Como, Verona, Venice, and the Tuscany region. Now I'm exploring Cinque Terre, known as 5 lands or 5 towns. Right now we're in Monte Rosso, which is so colorful, also the inspiration behind the Disney film Luca. So Cinque Terre is known for producing really specific wines known to this region, and I saw firsthand how they harvest these grapes. It's pretty crazy because before the modern times, they had to hand pick the grapes from these very steep terraces. Now they have a system of about 50 monorails, so it does make the job a little bit easier. I saw how scary it was, and it's like a gnarly roller coaster, so it's pretty crazy to see in person. Cinque Terre used to only be connected if you went on a hike. So back in the day before the railroads were built, people had to hike from town to town to get to each place, and it's such a trek. Nowadays there is a train that connects each of the towns. So far we've seen 3 of the towns. We went by boat and we also went by train. Now we're just gonna find a really delicious place to eat some lunch and do some exploring. So right now I'm trying a glass of white wine made here in Cinque Terre, and it honestly tastes so much more delicious when you know where the grapes came from. Something that I've noticed about European restaurants, I don't know if it's all of Europe, but especially in Italy, there's always a cover charge of a few euro, usually per person. I think this includes the little bread basket that you get, which most of the time my mom and I don't even touch. Something that I'm not used to is that water is an extra charge as well. It's just, I think in America, you get used to just water being free. So a few cultural differences, but still fun. Anyway, we are at the free part of the beach. We've got only about an hour left of our free time before we rejoin our tour. So instead of paying 30 euro per person for a spot, we're in the free area. So really quick, I wanted to talk to you guys about the sponsor of this video, Nourish by Nature Made. They're a completely customized vitamin supplement pack that you can get for your particular body's needs. And it's so awesome that they come in this convenient little pack, because you can bring it with you when you're traveling like I am now. So Nourish was founded by a science-based approach and backed by Nature Made. So what you do is you go online and you take the quiz. It's highly personalized, and I just take this every single day. I love that there's a little something fun written on the packets every time. This one says order the special, which I feel like we did here at the restaurant, and it also has my name on it. Oh, there goes the train. Luca! So if you guys are interested in a super convenient subscription service for your vitamins and supplements, go to the link in my description box and take the quiz on nourish.com. Anyway, I'm gonna take these vitamins, and then I think I'm gonna hop in the water because it is hot and the water looks so beautiful.
Someone to save me, no, and don't come running to blame me. From miles away I can tell that something's off. The way you look and how you pause when you talk.
Hey guys, so just got back to the hotel here in Montecatini in the Tuscany region, and where we're staying is such a gorgeous, very classic Italian style boutique hotel. So I kind of want to show you guys around really quick before I freshen up and move on with the day. So we've got this gorgeous terrace here and a pool, which I swam a few laps in yesterday. It is a little chilly though, so only when I'm feeling super hot and sweaty. But now let me show you the inside of the hotel and our cute but tiny little room. Okay, the first thing to note about a boutique hotel like this one, the key system is kind of inconvenient because it's in the classic style, like you need a physical key. And yeah, just not used to that style, although it's pretty fun. Hi, Mom. And here is our tiny little room that I'm sharing with my mom here. We've got two very small twin-size beds, and here is the bathroom. Of course, since we're in Europe, there is a bidet, which I'm a huge fan of. I think we should have bidets in the States. So anyway, I'm gonna freshen up because it was a long day exploring Cinque Terre, and get ready to walk around and find some bomb pizza. So I'll check in with you guys in a bit. So we are at dinner in the main square downtown area of Montecatini, and we are sitting down at a little tapas restaurant, gonna get some wine, some cheese, some meats, and just enjoy the local Tuscan flavors. And it's such a great atmosphere here. There's people walking around, there's a lot to see, a lot of really beautiful designer clothing shops, live music, and so many amazing food options. But we're trying this place called Foodie Farm because we're not too hungry, but we do want to enjoy Tuscany. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Okay, so the first glass of wine that we ordered to start things off is called the Bulgari, I believe, and it's a really light red wine, obviously from the Tuscany region. And to go with our wine, we also ordered a little tasting box of cold cuts and cheeses. Okay, for the first bite, I put bread, cheese, salami, and a raisin to get the perfect taste. Let's see how this is. All right, I am back in the hotel room after a phenomenal light dinner. It was honestly super delicious. Just chilling, actually working on some reels. I wanted to do an Instagram reels to Silencio Bruno from Luca. So tomorrow, my mom and I actually have a full free day to ourselves. Up until this point, it's been pretty jam-packed with tours and just going to so many places, which has been so much fun. But tomorrow we kind of get to relax a bit. And I wasn't aware of this, but this region is conveniently known for its thermal baths. So my mom and I are going to have a spa day tomorrow and probably do a little bit more window shopping around the town square. And tomorrow in the evening, we have a traditional Tuscan dinner with the whole tour group. And I'm picturing under the Tuscan sun vibes right now. We're supposed to be eating dinner at a farm, and I can just see myself strolling through vineyards, just looking at the rolling hills, drinking my wine. Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna feel like I'm in a movie for sure. Ciao and buonasera. So remember how last night I told you guys that Montecatini is known for its spas? Well, I learned even more about this topic. Turns out that Montecatini is one of the top spa towns in all of Europe. So this morning we actually went and experienced a Montecatini spa treatment for ourselves. So it included a lot of bathing in mineral water, which is what they're mostly known for. And we also got a massage and even a mud pack for our body. It was unlike any spa experience that I have done, and I've done quite a few, but that's one of my favorite parts about traveling because each of the spas are so different depending on the culture and the location. And now it's about 4 p.m. There's a little siesta break in the middle of the day where the shops and most of the restaurants close, and we kind of learned this the hard way because we walked all the way over there, saw that it was closed, but now we are heading back because they open at 4. Also something very different from the US. I think we're headed to the Montecatini Cinque Terre, and I really hope I didn't butcher that because it's a mouthful, but we kind of peeked in and it is gorgeous, so I'm excited to go and check it out. It just reopened. My mom and I wanted to get there on the earlier side so it wouldn't be too crowded. It looks like there's only maybe 10 people in front of us, but earlier in the day it was way more crowded, so hopefully we can get a nice peaceful viewing experience. This is over 1,000 years old. It's absolutely gorgeous. And while this is a spa ground, you don't actually get spa treatments and bathe in the waters at this particular location. You can do it at other locations in the city. So at this location, what you do is you sample the mineral thermal water that they have on tap. And they have a ton of different varieties actually. Depending on your illness, you can drink a specific mineral water to help you feel better. So since we're here in the area, my mom and I just tried to buy the water that you can drink, but they're very strict because you have to have a doctor's prescription to know what mineral water to drink. So I guess that's not happening today, but maybe in the future I can try it and get the full experience. I know they're having this opera gala here tomorrow, and what a setting for an opera. I would just be so mind blown. Bellissima. That was absolutely stunning. And I think what made Tetuccio so special is the lack of people, because I can only imagine if there were just crowds and crowds of people wandering around, we wouldn't have been able to feel the kind of magic that we felt. In about 30 minutes, we are rejoining our tour group and having an idyllic setting for our dinner. So very excited about that, although I do feel some raindrops. Fingers crossed it doesn't pour and ruin our dinner, but I'll see you guys in a little bit. Forgot my SD card in the hotel, so I'm gonna be vlogging on my phone. But we just arrived to the cutest little farm in Tuscany, in the Monte Carlo region actually, which is also pretty much the birthplace of Pinocchio, so fun fact. It is quite gloomy and rainy, but still going to be amazing, I'm sure. Alright, I snuck out of dinner early, I guess in between courses, to vlog and tell you about where I am. So this little farm, actually it's not very little, it's 50 acres. It's called Trattoria Il Poggio, and Il Poggio means the hill. Here at this farm they produce olive oil as well as 6 different varieties of wine. So they have 3 whites and 3 reds, as well as their house olive oil. And I got to sample their olive oil. It was delicious. And just now I sampled all 6 of their wines, so I'm feeling a little bit loose, I guess you would say. Feeling great. It's honestly the tastiest meal that I've had in Italy so far. So 10 out of 10 would recommend. So we got a little tour of their olive oil production area, and I learned that olive trees can live up to 1,000 years. All they need is a mild climate. And I also learned that to make olive oil, you pick them when they're fresh, but they're very bitter, so you have to soak them in salted water to get rid of that bitterness. So definitely learning a lot, but definitely eating really well. So I'm gonna go back into the cellar area to finish off dinner, but just wanted to update you guys. All right, we just finished up with dinner. It was incredible. Now back to the hotel and to bed. I think today was one of my favorite experiences that I've had on this entire trip. We just got back from a very lovely group dinner in Monte Carlo in Tuscany, and it was honestly one of my favorite meals that I've ever had. Just the food, the environment, the people, the place, everything just came together to create such a unforgettable experience. And now we're back in the hotel room. It's almost 10 p.m. and I am very excited to go to sleep. But also tomorrow we are headed to Florence. So another really fun full day of adventuring and learning new things coming up. Thank you so much for watching this video and for following along on my Italy trip so far. It has been absolutely magical. And yeah, good night, you guys, and see you in the next video.